are really sort of, well, can break, and we sort of discovered that the first time around. So the next event came up, which was this one, and we decided, well, let's go for it. I mean, we didn't have a lot of time. Like, we literally put this, sort of skeletal package together in, I think, about 3 weeks or so. 2-3 weeks. Yeah, it's been tough, but I think there's something about holograms that people are really passionate about. Like, everyone that I talked to is like, oh, I want to be a hologram, and like, it's just really, it's quite interesting to see people's, I mean, there's one thing with VR, making VR, to put the headset on and see people light up, but I never get to see their eyes, right? So this time, everyone's lighting up about being a hologram. So, and everyone on board has been fantastic. We've been working our butts off to make this sort of happen. And we know it's not perfect, we're sort of pushing it forward. nextMEDIA was a huge help because they've been dealing in holographic advertising and stuff like that, holocubes and things for 4 years. And yeah, their extensive knowledge really sort of played a big factor in what we're doing. We came with a good idea and a lot of the filming side. They came with the holographic side, and we sort of put together another company, Tricon, came in. They're sort of acting as a big brother to help make sure the project, they do a lot of film and television in Canada, huge, Michael Rosas. 1188 was my other company to film. So everyone just jumped up, hopped on board and said, okay, let's do this. And we've all been kind of wondering what it looks like. So.
Well, and I've only seen like Tupac, Will.i.am, yeah. Elvis. I think Celine Dion was a hologram, if I recall. What's the difference between what that holographic projection is and what you guys have been doing today?
Well, I'm alive. I'm actually not. Yeah. So I'm actually alive. That's the thing. So, and that's what I've been seeing. It's about. Is that the things like Tupac and they're actually making Whitney Houston and stuff now, is that they make such a big show about it, right? And I think that a lot of people, especially with VR being sort of something that everyone's like, it's sort of like taking people's attention away from what's actually coming. I think that it's important to show a real world application for holographic projection, right? And being live and being able, to be at this conference and be able to talk to you, I think that's a great start in where it's going to go. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, right? So it's like, just seeing that is awesome, right? And seeing that we can maybe get there, with like real holograms and stuff like that at some point, it's fantastic. So we're here to structure and build a pipeline, and that's what our interest is in collecting data and having people come aboard and really take advantage of what we're trying to do with people that we're working with, right?
And what sort of use cases do you see this? Just to, we have a room full of people. What are some of the ways that you see holograms being used going forward now that we know that it's possible?
Well, I mean, there's a lot. I mean, like holographic projection. Like the way I've been doing a lot of research and development. That's something I really love. My team back at Occupied, we love just dipping into things and ripping things apart and seeing new stuff we can make. And a lot comes to do with like the way we're tracking things, the way light projection mapping is happening. That holographic systems are actually right around the corner, and I think it's gonna pop up everywhere. I think that like we're gonna see it just bing, 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 bing. Like everything's gonna get kind of Blade Runner, and I think that it's gonna be jarring for a lot of people. So one part of me, I really love sci-fi and stuff, and so I'd love to see that world. But another part of me is that I don't, necessarily want to see that. I don't know what that's going to look like and how that's going to be. I mean, we're here just attempting to be part of it and sort of, maybe help shape, the way that works. But I don't know. It's just like this is broadening I think everything that we know already. I've been doing film for, film visual effects for over 10 years. I started getting bored of it, and then VR came around and it just totally flipped everything and changed everything and gave me a new way to tell stories. And then now there's holograms, and I think the beauty of it is creativity. It's that it's allowing everyone to really remember, and I'm seeing everyone being transported back to kids, like being a kid, and there's a real creative side to this, and I think that this is going to spawn new creative things in our world, and I think that's fantastic. think
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think that we should explore that.
Let's take the rest of these 5 minutes to take some audience questions. Did you want to bring in, is James coming in and beaming in today?
Oh yeah, I didn't even, we've been talking for 15 minutes. Wow, I thought it was going to go like 5 minutes. Okay, yeah, so we're going to beam James in. James is from Moon Media. New friend, and glad to have him here. He's very technical on this side. I'm more of a creative filmmaker with some, some ideas and a bit of a, bit of crazy crew to make it work. James and his crew came in. Suzanne, everybody, been super helpful.
Okay,
so
let's bring James in. We have I think 3 minutes. So if you want to have a question, you want to talk to a hologram today, this is your chance, guys.
Is he there?
I see the hands shoot up, and I'm okay to run. I think I saw one over there.
I love your shoes, by the way.
These?
Yeah, those are great.
Okay.
Very cool hologram. 2 quick questions. Where are you physically right now? And how come the audio is so amazing?
We'll say thanks to our AV guys who've been awesome this whole way for the audio. And we are behind the curtain, just like the Wizard of Oz. We may be very close, maybe very far. We get
the nether realm.
Yeah, we're in the nether realm. Yeah, we're not far. I mean, we didn't, as a first sort of test piece, we didn't want to, go too far. We have 4 things that we're working on. This is the first one. The second one we're actually going to be porting from Toronto to LA, and we'll explain more of that on our upcoming website and stuff like that, and in the press. But we have some really cool experiments that we're trying out.
Using a glass system, a hollow glass system, which is radically different than this Fox screen system.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the 4 systems that we'll be putting out over the course of the next 4 to 8 months are all completely different from each other, and it's sort of trying to utilize all of the different holographic things.
Yeah, so the hollow glass system is a standalone unit where you can kind of read in and read out without the use of heavy equipment like what you see here. So yeah, I mean, of all the systems, this one is the first one that I'm experimenting with.
Yeah, and I think it's sort of fitting. I mean, something that we've been seeing is like right now, and it's terms. A lot of people have flipped the terms, and they've been talking about the cloud. Everyone's pushing all this data to the cloud, and I think that the next big term is the stream, right? So we wanted to play with the mist system because it sort of resembles that. Yeah, and it's got that ghost effect.
Is there another question? Do we have time for one more? One more?
My hologram?
Julie, you look awesome. A little misty. Were you crying back there?
I don't know. This is so strange. Am I a hologram right now? Tom,
You are a hologram, man.
Yes.
You teleported. You beamed yourself up.
That's a kid's dream come true with a little yeah. Be a hologram check mark. So yeah, we can move on to space travel next, I think. Thanks, Tom. A little bit about Tom. Tom's awesome. He actually put me on my first panel just over a year ago, right, Tom?
That's right.
Yeah, at West, and I was really nervous. I don't really like public speaking, which I think is maybe why we invented the Holostream, which is kind of weird because I think I just developed a new level of stage fright, right? But Tom's been great, so I'm really glad that he's here to present me again, because he really helped me through the first time, and since then I've done a lot of panels, and I mean, here we are, and so thank you, Tom, for being here.
Well, Jaylee, I'm kind of jealous because you look really great in real life, and you look great as a hologram, so I mean, who can say that? That's amazing. Tell us a little bit about how this is working. What is Holostream, and how does it actually allow you to be a hologram here today?
Right. Well, I mean, there's a lot of companies involved doing this. With the Holostream. Thank you for everyone being here and all the people that hopefully can participate in the back and forth. What we're trying is just a live streaming hologram to kind of experiment with telepresence, holographic telepresence. It's something, doing VR. We're putting a lot of headsets on and stuff, but I'm doing a lot of research and development, and I'm seeing something that's past VR, and I love VR, and it's doing really well for us, and a lot of 360 video. It's really awesome space to work in, but it's teaching us a lot about the world and how we're perceiving stuff and how things look around us that we've never seen before. And then looking past that, I saw that the whole world's about to change in the way that we perceive media. This event being nextMEDIA, I thought it would be a great place to try this out. Like I said, this is an experiment. We don't know if it's going to how long it's going to last. Hopefully it lasts about 20 minutes. I don't even know what I haven't even seen it. So you guys are the first person to see it before me. I've been thinking about this my whole life and freaking out about it. I think every day I've wanted to barf like 3 times, and I've been saying to myself, I'm not going to be the first hologram in history to barf. So we're going to keep that there. Yeah. So I mean, what we've got, here on the floor is about 15 people running the operation. We're being beamed over. We have like binaural audio that's sort of chiming in, testing some of that out. So that we can sort of hear where things are coming from. Yeah, we can actually see you guys, so we can see the audience from our position as the hologram, which is kind of interesting, really strange because it's a bit offset, but this is the experiment. Like, we're just sort of seeing how this works, seeing how people can interact with that, and and just sort of collecting that data so we can better, forward this thing that we're developing, which is called Holostream.
And what was the inspiration